Hey everyone, it's Kelsey from Hungry Crafty Kelsey. So today I'm going to show you something a little different. So here's what I'm going to do. Would you believe me if I told you that this shimmery top paper right here is the same as this dull paper on the back? It's just a plain old piece of cardstock. And I'm going to show you how to make it shimmer. It might be a little hard to see, but it does have shimmer to it. Or you could see this red piece of paper. It has that beautiful shimmer to it. It came from this plain piece of cardstock. I'm going to show you how to make it into that beautiful shimmery paper. You can tell on the back that it's just a plain piece of paper. So I'm going to show you how I do that beautiful shimmer on there. So what I've been using is this metallic gilding polish. It's Cosmic Shimmer Metallic Gilding Polish, and it is put out by Creative Expressions. This is a English company, so it is kind of hard to find here in the US. So if you're watching, you're in the UK, you might be able to find this a lot easier. There are some stores here in the US that do get it, and you are able to buy it here. Otherwise, you have to order online and probably pay a pretty hefty shipping fee. So first things first is how we make this plain paper into a shimmer paper. So I'm going to use this. This is my workstation on making it shimmer. There are many different colors. Since I'm using a pink piece of paper, I'm going to use the Blossom as a slight pink tone to it. It may be kind of hard to see it in the video, but this is Blossom Gilding Polish. And so the first time it comes with this little sponge that's in the cap. And the first time I washed my sponge, it fell apart. So what I did is I took one of the tonic sponge things, and I'm using this instead, since this this crumbles when I try to use it now. So, little tip, be very careful when trying to clean your sponges. So I just dipped my sponge into this and I spun it around a little. So I'm going to use the top of this to kind of just like soak it in. You only need a very little bit, so you don't need to splash it on very heavy. So all I'm going to do is rub this on the paper, and you keep on going. You keep on going until you cover your whole paper. The light pink it's a little hard to see how much I'm getting on there, but it's getting on there. So it may look a little streaky, but I promise in your finished product, it does not look that way. As you saw on my little bow, it doesn't look streaky at all. Okay. So this one is basically being, I don't know if you can tell, but now it has beautiful shimmer to it. I'm just going to get a little bit on the top. Just to make sure I get all parts of the paper. And then I'm going to show you how to do the red using the sponge from the top, since the red one didn't, the sponge is still intact. So here's my red piece of paper. And this one is the rich red gilding polish. This one's a little creamier than the other one. The other one is a little thick. And I don't know if it has to do with like the colors, because different colors, they have a different texture, it seems. This one rubs on a lot easier. And it also goes on smoother, I think, because it has that creamier texture to it. That's why I wanted to show you this one too, because you can see the difference in the polish. Like, even though it's the same brand and the same type of gilding polish, it does have a different texture to it. And they have many different colors. I don't have all of the colors, but I have a lot. I have the rich red, the blossom. They have this pearl color. It's really beautiful. The pearl I like to use on every color, because it kind of tones down your colors, your paper. I have this powder blue. This one is silver Hessian. This one is enchanted gold. When you put this one on, it doesn't really look like much. It looks more white, but when you shine it in the light, you see how gold it is. I also have this fern green. It looks way more green in the video than it does in person. And then I have this citrus green. So now I'm going to show you how I make these little bows. Okay. So I already had a pink that I had done before, so I put the backing on this from my Xyron machine. So if you didn't see that video before, you can check out how I did that. So right now I'm going to die cut my bow. If I can find my bow. I just had it. Here it is. So, I decided to hit my camera and it went all over the place. So, I got this bow die from Alina Crafts on AliExpress. It comes in 3 pieces. And let me die cut. So the back part of the bow, I'm going to do plain. I'm going to just do the plain pink. Okay. So I'm going to do plain pink. The tails of the bow, I'm going to do this shimmer paper, just like the shimmer I just showed you. And the decorative part of the bow, I'm going to do a patterned paper. So I think I'm going to do the same. I'm going to do this pretty one. Again, I put the adhesive backing on it with my Xyron machine. I have to do this one separate since I want to make sure these ones come out okay. So I'm putting it through my die cutting machine. So I put it through my die cutting machine. So here's the tails. Here's the back of the bow. And now let's do the pattern part of the bow. So I'm just going to place that on there. Put my cutting pad on. And now we're going to do the pattern part. Okay, so here's the pattern part. I'll put my cutting pads off to the side. So this die has been very tricky for me. It hasn't been cutting through all the way on this part of the die. I don't know if you can see, it's supposed to cut out right here, and it hasn't been cutting out all the way. So if you end up getting this die, you may just have to use a razor and cut through. Okay. I kept it on the die because it's easier for me to cut through it if I do it that way. Okay, so now we have our die. Our die is all cut out. So now I'm going to put my bow together. So first thing you want to do is you want to put on the tails. And here you can kind of see how different the paper looks, even though it's the same exact color paper. So, oh, you can't see the back of the paper because it has the adhesive backing. Once I peel the adhesive backing off, you can tell that it was the same color. But now it looks shimmery. So this one I like to line up the tail bottoms first, and then I press it on. And then I do, it kind of looks like a butterfly, but it's a bow. Then I do top part. And we're gonna start in the middle. And we're gonna kind of make sure that it's even. It's okay if it's off a little. So there we go with that. And now I want to put a little center, because I like how it looks with the center. These ones this one I didn't put a center in yet. This one I didn't do a center in yet. Sometimes I just make a bunch and then I put the centers in, but ones like this I put a center in. And this one I did a Nuvo drop. I did the glitter green one. This one I did a flower. Some of them I have like little pearls to put in. I think this one I decided that I wanted to put that purple pearl in there. So let me get a center. So I got these little flower centers off of eBay. So I'm just going to use a little hot glue. Put it on the back of that and press it in the center. I'm going to do this pearl one too. I got these off of eBay too. They're half They're flat back pearls. And just put a little glue dot, put a little glue in the center, and then you press it on. And there you go. You have your little bow with the shimmer tails. And you can also do like the back piece of paper shimmery, like this one I did the back piece of paper shimmery too. And it looks really pretty. It's perfect for like Christmas and card making. You can do all sorts of things with these bows. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And I'll see you later. All right, bye.